It was October and Halloween was just around the corner. My friends and I were excited to go trick or treating, and we had been planning our costumes for weeks. On the night of Halloween, we dressed up in our costumes and headed out into the neighborhood. We went to every house on the block and we collected a lot of candy. After we had been trick or treating for a while, we started to get tired. We decided to head back to my house and eat our candy. As we were walking back, we saw a house that we hadn't been to yet. It was a big old house and it looked abandoned. Let's go to that house, one of my friends said. No, it looks abandoned, I said. That's why it will be fun, my friend said. We can be the first people to trick or treat at that house in years. My other friends agreed with my friend, so I decided to go along with it. We walked up to the house and knocked the door. No one answered. We knocked again. Still no answer. I guess no one's home, my friend said. Let's go, I said. But before we could turn around, the door creaked open. Standing in the doorway was an old woman. She was wearing a black dress and her hair was white and wispy. She had a carved pumpkin on her head instead of a hat. Trick or treat, we all said in unison. The old woman didn't say anything. She just stared at us with her cold black eyes. I said, you are going to give us any candy? The old woman slowly reached into her pocket and pulled out a handful of candy. She handed it to us without saying a word. We took the candy and thanked her. Then we turned and ran. We didn't stop running until we were back at my house. We sat down on the couch and ate our candy. We told each other stories about our night, and we laughed at how scared we had been. But then I remembered something. I think the old woman gave me a strange piece of candy, I said. It's not like any of the other candy I got. I pulled the candy out of my pocket. It was small, black candy. It was wrapped in black paper and it didn't have any label on it. I don't know what it is, I said. Don't eat it, one of my friends said. It could be poisoned. I'm not going to eat it, I said, but I am curious to know what it is. I decided to take the candy to my dad. He's a doctor, so he would know what it was. I went to my dad's office and showed him the candy. I don't know what this is, he said. I've never seen anything like it before. Do you think it's poisoned? I asked. I don't know, but I wouldn't eat it if I were you, he said. I decided to throw the candy away. I didn't want to risk eating it. I went back to my room and threw the candy in the trash can. Then I went to bed, but I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about the old woman and the strange candy she had given me. I wondered where she had come from and why she had given me the candy. I also wondered what would have happened if I had eaten it. I never did find out what the candy was or where the old woman had come from. But I'll never forget the night I encountered the pumpkin witch.